EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 6th, 2023. It is Monday. We're back to work, and I got a couple surprises for you here today in the daily forecast video. I don't like surprises, but here we are. The Monday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Lent is about 2 weeks into it now, and Kinsley's ShopRite has the freshest seafood for all of your Lenten meals. Every Friday at Kinsley's, you'll find their weekly fish fry. Items include teriyaki salmon, breaded flounder fillet, and Parmesan baked cod. Getting me hungry here just reading this. With, of course, all the fixings that go with that. And don't forget your free Easter ham. Spend $400 now through Saturday, April 8th, and qualify for a free smoked ham. You can get it all at Kinsley's ShopRite, the world's largest ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. So, surprise. When I had the last video that I did, the regular video, not the weather weeklies, we did, I actually talked about this on Friday, but Saturday too. This area of low pressure right here was not expected to be this far south. As a matter of fact, it was going to ride through the Great Lakes and then continue harmlessly into New England. And by doing so, it had a little weak cold front coming through here that was going to give us a few rain showers. In that setup, if the low was in fact up to the north, that would be the case. But the problem is, it's not going to be to the north. It's going to be forced further south by blocking over Greenland. And we can see that right here. Very strong blocking west-based negative NAO, which is just west of Greenland here. And what this is going to do initially, this is looking at this evening. You still have a little bit of ridging here and just enough ridging over our area where it's going to be mild today, okay? But watch what happens as I move this forward to the overnight. This block is going to force everything southward, and this is going to buckle a little bit right there, okay? So this is the overnight period. This is the 6-hour period between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, right? So that technically. But here is what ends up happening is the ridge is out here, and then you get this buckle down here. It's being forced by this big high pressure here. Big blocking pattern is forcing this further south, and that's going to make the track change. And now low pressure is going to move through our area, and it's not just going to be a cold front passage with rain showers. In this case, this turned out to be something that's going to give us a little bit of snow overnight tonight, at least for parts of the area. The question is going to be figuring out for where, because this is all over the place, okay? All over the place with no matter what you're looking at. The short-range guidance is coming in rather robust this evening. I'll show you that in a second. But this is what this does. This low pressure actually tracks south of us, and you get snow north of that track. And that's basically what's going to be happening in the overnight hours, evening and overnight tonight, okay? It's not a lot of snow, I don't think, but some of the short-range models are very excited about this evening, okay? Here's the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and I'm going to start this off at 6 p.m., so it's already moving to northwest PA at this point. The blue is the snow, and of course, any of the greens and yellows here are rain. So it's going to move off to the south and east. You get some stuff already starting across our northern areas during the evening. But as this low moves south here, look what happens. You get snow overspreading all the way down to the Lehigh Valley, central New Jersey, getting in on this. So these are areas that have not done too well this year. I know areas further south have done even worse, but I mean, these areas haven't done too well either. Areas further north have not really done as much. They've got a lot more than what, say, like the Lehigh Valley had further north, but this could be something that goes right across that area, starting up here in north central Pennsylvania and moving southeast. Now, this is what the NAM has, okay, and it's a little robust with these snow totals here. And when I say robust, it looks like this, and it's a very narrow swath of snow that comes right through the cross-section middle of our region, okay? So is this going to end up right here? Probably not. It may. But we not only have to figure out where this very narrow corridor is going to be, but how much snow is going to be involved with that. Do I think it's going to be 6, 7, 8 inches of snow like it's showing here? Probably not. It's not impossible, but I don't think there's that much moisture with it to really do that, but you never know. So this is something we have to figure out between the time, this evening when I'm recording the video. Actually, it's just past midnight. and we'll have to come out with something on Monday morning, sending alerts, and it's going to be for a very narrow area, it looks like, okay? If you look at other models here, the GFS, a little further north with it, but it still has this very heavy band swath coming through here, so somebody's going to get hit with this snow, and you really have to go 30 miles away, and you're only getting like an inch or so, okay? While somewhere else is getting maybe 4, 5, 6 inches of snow, just 30 miles away from you, okay? So it's a very narrow corridor. Now, the European model that ran this evening is not impressed with this. It still has the access similar to what everything else has. It's kind of a narrow corridor right here, right? A little bit wider, but this is less impressive. And this is a little bit more realistic, too. So I don't want to jump the gun thinking we're going to get like 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow. Is it possible? Yes. Do I think that's going to happen? Stranger things have happened, but I don't think so. Don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see where we're trending overnight. And with the new runs on Monday morning, we're going to have to put something out, and it's going to be a very, very tough call. So very narrow corridor, a little bit of snow here overnight as this moves through. And then after this point, we get to Tuesday, and we're going to have clouds giving way to sun. Now, there is there's another twist to this here. I'm going to switch this over to the RGEM, which is our wind go-to, because when we get into Tuesday here, I'm going to get out of the snow here first. Let me get to a different map. 1 second here. So if we're looking at just wind gusts here on Tuesday, that's okay in the morning. Then the winds are going to pick up in the afternoon. Okay, and this is in the wake of that system as it's pulling away. And it's all cold air advection-related wind, but you could have some consistent wind gusts in the 15 to 25 mile per hour range, and then you're going to get some gust here, especially during the afternoon and evening hours are going to be in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range with some peak gusts up to 45 in the elevations, okay? This is just mainly Tuesday afternoon and evening. It will continue overnight, a little bit less so, but it's still going to continue 15 to 25, gust to 30, straight through Wednesday, okay? So it's going to be a long duration, at least breezy, if not windy, during that entire time frame. That's going to begin on Tuesday afternoon and go straight through the daylight, entire to the daylight hours on Wednesday. So it's going to be a breezy time period here for that. And then it is going to be mostly becoming mostly sunny here on Wednesday. But and then Tuesday before that is going to be becoming partly cloudy. Any morning clouds give way to sun here on Tuesday. But then Wednesday and Thursday are both mostly sunny days, just breezy and windy Tuesday afternoon and evening, and then breezy straight through the rest of Wednesday. Once we get to Thursday, again, mostly sunny skies here. The next system coming in is going to result in an increase in clouds on Friday, and then late at night, there could be some rain or snow out of this. This is another one of those systems that we have to watch very closely because it's doing some different things depending on what model you look at. This is our winter storm signal, actually. Between the 10th and 13th, we had listed in Friday's long-range outlook. This is it, okay? But it's being handled differently depending on what you're looking at. It's a rain and or snow opportunity. So it looks like it's trying to have a primary low cutting to our northwest, but then a secondary low taking over. And the extent of which is still unknown. This could just be, very little. If this ends up falling apart, that's possible too. But, the GFS and the European model, Canadian model, nothing really agrees for the end of the week. So it's just something we have to follow throughout the entirety of the week and see if we get any snow out of this. And you can see the European model suggesting that we will have at least some snow out of that. But this can change every 12 hours or 6 hours. This will change. So your app forecasts are going to be pretty much useless this week. Okay, so just keep following along, and I'll give you the latest information each day is leading up to that. Of course, our focus in the near term is going to be on this system, which is going to be moving in overnight tonight, or at least some point during the evening and overnight. And could give some areas some accumulating snow, to the extent of which and where exactly we will figure out on Monday morning. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martish. That is your outlook for March 6th, 2023. Have a great Monday.